Welcome to another episode of the Renovation Nation Project ADU. In our last episode, the property was prepped and was getting the foundation poured. It was great timing because it was raining before and it rained afterwards. And right now, we just have to happen to have a glimpse of sunshine. And my understanding is the framing is up. Let's see how much more beyond the framing there is on the ADU, because it is coming along. And trust me, it'll come along pretty fast. I think there may be some inspections that are going to be coming up. But let's go out to the property and meet John Chmielewski, the general contractor, see what the progress is. But before we go there, don't forget to subscribe to this video, like it, hit the notification bell so when a new video comes up that you'll get notified, and share this with others because we want this channel to grow, because there's going to be some other content coming up and I want you guys in on it. So let's go see what John is doing now on Project ADU. Hey, we're here now on site at the Project ADU. I wanted to just kind of give a little bit of a background on this. If you could see this house, it looks like it's a duplex with two garages. And let me explain that, because that may not necessarily be what I'm going to tell you popular all over the United States. But you come across something like this a lot in this area. Now, let me explain really quick. Now, this project is not done by cash, although there are some homeowners that can pay cash for an accessory dwelling unit. And in this state, if you want to build an ADU behind a duplex, a threeplex, a quad, you could do that. I mean, it is allowed as long as it meets setback rules and all that other kind of stuff. But this was done with a renovation loan, a Fannie Mae home style renovation. Now, one of the guidelines on that, whether you're doing it building a project or with a regular Fannie Mae loan and getting a refinance on it, is the property, if it has an ADU, it needs to be behind a single family residence, not a duplex. Well, what do we have here? Well, what we have here is not a duplex. It is a halfplex. Even though there is a common wall here and a common roof, it has a line split. This is actually a halfplex where the owner owns half of it, not the whole thing as a duplex. So therefore, it does fit the definition of it being a single family residence with an ADU. So it's fully financeable using the Fannie Mae homestyle renovation to be able to build that. Or if you're doing a refinance with a Fannie Mae loan, it's not an odd duck as far as that goes. Anyway, we should be seeing John Chmielewski, the general contractor here. Let's go take a look and see if we find him. Okay, well, let's head back there and see if John is back there, as I understand that he is. Oh, there he is. And I see we have kind of a roof on there, maybe with a tarp. And is that like OSB siding of some sort or sheeting of?
Exactly. So yeah, since I think you guys were last here, we were pouring concrete.
Right.
So since then, concrete foundations poured and cured, and we have the rough framing complete. So
nice.
Exactly, this OSB siding, or sheeting I should say, that you're seeing is really the structural piece of the building that kind of keeps it from being able to shift and move over time. Has a special nailing pattern in certain areas to meet the engineer's specifications, and then after that is inspected here next week, we'll be able to put a waterproof vapor barrier on that that'll allow the building to breathe out but not allow moisture to come in, and then we'll be doing a concrete cement hardy plank collapse siding over that, and that's
Okay.
actually going to be what is giving the building its weather and strength against the elements.
So I didn't realize that the sheeting actually adds to the structure of it, even though we've got, a lot of wood and a lot of timber in there.
Yeah, it's a full exterior 2x6 studs. But yeah, as far as the studs really help with the vertical or I should say horizontal loads that happen with building, keep the roof on and everything like that. But
Right.
still with wind forces and California earthquakes, as far as the shear factor of the building be able to what they call rack, that's what that sheeting helps with.
So any wind comes up, you want to prevent everything from getting out of plumb before you actually
Correct.
put the siding on and the sheeting. Let's take a look here. Now these pipes here sticking out, just out of curiosity, they're like a.
These are clean outs for the sewer lines.
Oh, okay.
So we have two ways that they can go. So if for some reason we need to go up because there's a blockage inside, they can go that way. And if they need to go out towards the street, they can go that way. So that's why I had the plumbers do that, just to give full proof for the future.
Okay. And there's what it looks like. And I guess pretty soon we're going to have some sort of roof on there. We'll find out where the timeline is on that.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, right now, next week will probably be roofing. Right after we have the framing inspection.
Right.
Yeah, welcome in.
Nice.
As you come to the front door, you're walking into the main living room area.
Wow, this is pretty big.
And then as you're turning now, you're looking in the kitchen, or what will be the kitchen.
Okay, so I'm seeing these cross members here all over the place, and that's
These are just temporary supports that the framers put up so that we make sure these walls are all vertical, level, plumb, looking in the right spot, so that when we put that sheer sheeting on, everything is in the right spot and doesn't move.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So
And do those, like, I know you're waiting for an inspector
correct.
to go over this. Do those remain there until the inspection?
No, we can probably take those down now that the sheeting's up and the roof is on. Just the guys are moving and stuff like that. Just haven't popped them down yet.
Okay, so here we are. We're in the living room,
Yes.
and you said this is a kitchen and it's plumbed already. That pipe right there is
we got
probably
drain
for a,
coming out, and then all the supply lines. Those will be coming from the attic space or roof down.
for the water in,
for
the water supply ends. Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, right now we're going to have kitchen sink here. To the left of the kitchen sink will be the dishwasher, and then over here we're going to have the range, cooktop, and then we'll have a refrigerator right here.
It'll be all electric.
Correct. Yeah, whole house is electric. Yeah.
Okay. And I know you had mentioned before that there's going to be some sort of solar.
Correct. Yeah, I think it'll be an 8 kilowatt solar system that was spec'd out by the engineers for this project, and now is a requirement, at least in Sacramento County, to have on any new build, ADU or home.
Okay. And they don't require it on the main home
They
now
do
at all?
not.
It
Yeah.
just gets
Yeah.
grandfathered in?
It's just grandfathered in, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's neat. And how big would a solar panel system like that be? I mean, would you use zero electricity?
Yeah, theoretically, yeah, that is the goal of the design, is to have I'll say a net zero balance of usage. So they just kind of do a calculation of, okay, here's what the appliances and this that are going to draw, and then they know just with living times and all sort of stuff, they say, cool, this should be the basic system you should use for this house.
Do you know if they're getting a battery backup or anything?
No battery backup on this project.
Okay, so it's not required or anything
No,
like
that is
that.
not.
Okay, so here's the kitchen, and this
bedroom
is
one through the
this is
door
the bedroom
here.
one.
Yeah.
Nice. And this looks like probably the closet.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And I assume on the other side of that is bedroom 2.
You are correct. Yes.
Okay. Let me so we take a peek in there. Nice. And this is going to be a bathroom?
Correct, yeah. So this will be bathroom, so you'll have the ability to enter from the bedroom or this hallway over here into this bathroom.
Okay, so doorway here, a doorway there, And then we've got more.
Tub, shower, toilet, and a 36-inch single vanity.
Okay, so that drain out is probably for the
sink, yes.
for the sink, and that's going to be for the
Tub, shower. And
tub, shower, and then
toilet is right here, just slightly underneath the concrete. We just got to tap that. The plumbing's already there, but it just wasn't quite to the height.
and is that for the shower also?
Yeah, it's for the tub, shower. Then this will be the vent for both the toilet and the tub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the actual drain; it's an air
that's
air
there.
gap or
Yeah,
whatever.
air gap, yeah. Exactly.
And it goes straight up.
Yeah, that'll eventually go straight out to the ceiling.
Okay. Nice. And let me. I'm going to go back the same way I came. Back in this bedroom. So this is
748 square feet is where it is, just under the threshold of the ADU size that allows for the most cost-effective permitting.
So under 750 square feet. So we're
Correct.
2 feet under.
Yeah, we're 2 feet under.
And I imagine if you're over 750, then it's a whole host of new costs and requirements.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean fees, at least in this area, probably go up at least probably 20 to 30,000. Where in this budget we were probably right around. I think for just the permits only, I think we were right around 4,000.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
So, yeah, jumping up almost 10x by a couple square feet changes things quite a bit.
And we've got really good use of room in here. I mean, everything is pretty open. You've got 2 bedrooms. You've got a full bathroom that's accessed both from the, I guess what you would call the master
primary
bedroom,
and
and then
have a washer or laundry room area. So open area back there is going to be for stackable washer and dryer.
that's
And
going to
we
be
have a
over
closet here.
from the hallway area.
Correct. Yeah. So
Let's take a look.
in this spot here, we'll be able to put in a stackable washer and dryer. So we have the drain in there, and that'll be real nice. So
Nice. Okay. So the next project, the next phase of this, after you get the inspection, then you start. You start putting in the rough plumbing and electrical.
Yep. We'll get the roof on, and then rough plumbing and electrical inside, get the windows in, and get those inspected, and we put the siding on, and it's just full speed ahead to get it done.
And you could get the Tyvek and everything done before the inspection for the interior, right? Or you have to wait till that?
So we had to have the framing inspection done first, then we can put the Tyvek and the windows in. That'll get inspected, and then we can put siding on.
And you put the roof on about the same time?
Yeah, the roof, as soon as, again, the framing inspection done next week, that roof will go right on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of like in a little bit of a break of weather, but it'll probably rain a little later today.
Agreed.
That's always really tough when you're trying to keep in timelines, especially in the winter months.
Agreed.
To make sure that you don't end up having to pull stuff out and rebuild and put it back together again because of water damage or whatever. But it feels pretty dry, and you've got a tarp up there to kind of cover any of the gaps that are in there that soon won't be in there. And then after you have the Tyvek, then you're going to come in and do the rough electrical and plumbing.
Yes.
And now the electrical, there's a line coming in.
Correct. So behind you is the main conduit line that you see, this gray pipe coming out here will be for the main panel there. And then
The main panel will be just outside the other side of that wall?
correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, well, actually, technically be a sub panel because the main panel will be at the front of the house where the current panel is. We'll be doing what's called a duplex panel, so that it'll have 2 separate meters. So electricity will be separately billed, but we'll have the main breaker panels and everything like that on this unit.
And the lines are kind of run underground.
Correct. Yes.
And the water is also coming in underground. Is it going to have its own separate meter at all?
That is not. So in Sacramento County, it's 1 meter per site or per APN. So this is one lot. It has 1 meter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But they'll have a separate power meter, so whoever's renting here, you can at least determine what the power usage is.
Exactly.
Outside of the solar, which is kind of a real plus.
Should be very nice for the
And that goes.
Yes.
Well, cool. So I'm looking forward to coming back at the next phase. I imagine we'll probably have the drywall up, and
Yep.
or I don't know, maybe we'll have the drywall, at least have the Tyvek up, and the roof, and maybe all the rough plumbing or whatever that's going to be coming in. But this should start happening pretty quick.
Definitely. It's going to come together real fast, yeah.
All right. Okay, well, until next time, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification button, bell, so when a new episode comes out, then you'll get notified. Share this with your friends. We wanted to kind of make it out there into the interwebs. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave there. Maybe we'll be able to answer them if you have any questions, and so on and so forth. So until next time, thank you for joining us in this episode of Project ADU.